uncertainty breeds lack of confidence. And when you're uncertain or you have lack of confidence, you don't make decisions. In times like this, more than people realize, their mindset shifts from playing to win to playing not to lose. And though that seems subtle, it's a little shift. And I bet you, if you're listening right now, really think about the last 6 months of your life. I bet you're protecting, you're scared, you're not sure what to do. And a lot of that is lack of confidence. I mean, we don't do anything good in our lives in a normal time when we don't have confidence. Nonetheless, when there's a pandemic and shifts and a crazy election and all those pieces that have hit us in 2020. So here's a couple things is not to oversimplify this, but there's things in your life that rob your confidence, and there's things in your life that support your confidence. So again, I don't want to oversimplify this, but I really love for you to identify the things in your life that when you do them, you feel insecure, you don't make moves, you don't move forward, you play to like you're playing not to lose. For me, just an example, I went the last 10 years without watching the news. Because
Smart.
I've never once in my life watched the news and got done and said, "Damn, I feel amazing." Huh, and Lisa, you just met her. "Lisa, babe, you gotta watch the news. It's just so empowering today." You watch the news and you're like, "Wow, our world's going to hell in a handbasket." Now, the last couple weeks have been crazy. I probably watched it more in the last 2 weeks than I have in the last, 10 years, and I hate it, and I'm done. Like, I went back on a news diet, just 3 days ago. But I say that because I've never watched the news and felt good about myself and felt like moving forward. And I want you to think of confidence this way, and maybe you've heard this, we all need simple hacks. To me, losing your confidence is not one instance. It's not your best friend telling you, "Oh, stop dreaming. You can't move out of California. You'll never get that job, or you shouldn't start the new business." Or, "Hey, that's just the way relationships are. If you and your husband are like friends, that's just the way it is." If you have that friend, they might not shift your life, but it's cumulative, and all of a sudden you had lunch with that friend and you're like, "Ah, I guess I got this. I'm more positive. I'm gonna go listen to a inspirational video." But then that night you turn on the news and they say, "Well, we're fighting here and this is going wrong here and the world's going to hell in a handbasket." And that stacks up, right? And then you're asking advice from friends that it's like your broke friend telling you how to make money or your single friend telling you how to fix your relationship. And that stacks up. And what I believe, and then something like COVID comes along or the insecurity of an election or race relations. And it's just enough. I feel like it's like this tipping point, like they're added up. You didn't see it accumulating. And then one day you just go, I'm just going to play small. Like, the book Who Moved My Cheese?
Sure.
If you haven't read that book, I'm sure you understand the concept. There's 2 mice, there's cheese being brought every day. One day the cheese stops coming. One mouse says, "I'm gonna sit here until they bring my cheese back." And the other mouse says, "Well, I'm not sure the cheese is coming back. I'm gonna go look for more." And what I believe, if you're craving another level of happiness, joy, abundance, wealth, more intimacy, passion in your relationship, I believe it takes confidence. It takes bold, I guess the word is uncomfortable action, imperfect action, courageous action, right? There's nothing in life that we desire that we just go, "Oh, I feel good about making this decision." It's the scary moments. It's the fear that you have to face. It's that obstacle in your way you have to face, and you can't face it without confidence. So the only reason I'm going through this whole thing is I believe our next level of life always lives on the thing we fear the most, right? I mean, the challenges, the quitting the job and starting the new business or making the move, packing up and going someplace else. And you don't make those decisions unless you protect your confidence. So that boils back down to what are the things in your life that when you do them, it chips away at your confidence. And then, like, who moved my cheese, especially in a time like this, you sit still and you go, I need someone else to fix this. I want the world to go back to the way it was. Come on, it wasn't that bad before. I thought it was bad, but it really wasn't. So let's just bring it back. And who knows if the world will ever go back? Who knows if the relationship will go back or the income will come back? So we must be courageous. And I think the last thing, I'm kind of going on a rant here, but courage is the precursor to confidence, right? Courage is walking in the room and asking for the deal to happen before if you know it happens, right? Courage is not taking action in absence of fear. Courage is jumping out of the plane when you're scared to death and hoping the parachute opens, right? So I think we have to flex our courage muscle. We have to avoid the things that rob our confidence. We have to do whatever it takes to build our confidence so we could take those uncomfortable actions. And then the complete opposite of doing the things that take away your confidence. What are the things that make you feel good about yourself? Can you reflect back on times in the past when you were scared, you still did it and it moved you forward? Is there certain books you read, certain videos you watch, listening to this podcast where it's always uplifting and empowering you? It's like, do the things that build your confidence, again, showing my brilliance, and do less of the things that take it away.